You're accessing a different bandwidth of information. Think of it like upgrading from black and white TV to color. The broadcast was always in color, you just didn't have the equipment to receive it. Now we do. So what you start seeing patterns. The same manipulation technique shows up in 3 different places in one day. Before you wouldn't have noticed, now it's obvious, like seeing the matrix code. You walk into a store and you feel the engineered scarcity, the artificial urgency. Buy now, limited time. Your old self would have felt that pressure and acted on it. The new self feels it and recognizes it. Oh, that's a technique. That's designed to bypass my rational mind, and the spell breaks. You start seeing how your thoughts aren't always yours. You'll catch yourself thinking something and realize, wait, where did that come from? That's not my thought. That's a programmed response. That's conditioning. That's something implanted by 1,000 exposures to the same message. And once you see it, you can release it, like catching a virus before it takes over your whole system. You develop what Bentov calls expanded perception. Not psychic powers, not magic, just your nervous system operating at its actual capacity instead of the limited, suppressed version you've been running on. Let me give you a concrete example. You're in a meeting at work, someone's presenting an idea, everyone's nodding along. Before, you'd probably nod along too, not want to rock the boat. But now in that 7 hertz state, you feel something off. The idea sounds good on the surface, but something doesn't align. You can't articulate it yet, but you feel it. That's your expanded bandwidth, picking up information your rational mind hasn't processed yet. And maybe it's micro expressions you're catching. Maybe it's tonal incongruence in their voice. Maybe it's something even subtler. Information coming through that field bento measured, extending beyond your body. You're receiving data from the shared field and you trust it.
You speak up, you ask questions, and sure enough, when you dig deeper, there are problems with the idea. Problems everyone else missed because they were only using their rational mind. You were using your whole system.
That's the advantage. That's what they don't want you having. Another thing that shifts, you stop taking things personally. This is huge. Most people are wounded by 1,000 tiny cuts every day. Someone doesn't text back. They assume they did something wrong. Someone's in a bad mood. They think it's about them. Coworker gives feedback. They spiral into self-doubt. When you're tuned to 7 hertz regularly, you start feeling the actual source of things. You feel when someone's mood is about them, not you. You sense when someone's reaction is their own pain projecting, not about anything you did. This doesn't make you cold or detached. Actually, the opposite. You become more compassionate because you see clearly. You see suffering without taking it on as your own. You can help without drowning. It's like Bentov's model of the soul levels. At the physical level, we appear separate, but at deeper levels, we overlap. You know, when you're operating from that 7 hertz state, you're conscious of both levels simultaneously. You see the person across from you as separate, but you also feel the connection, feel the shared field. So you respond to the deeper truth, not just the surface appearance. People feel this from you. They don't know why, but they feel safer around you, more seen, because you're not just listening to their words. You're present with them at a deeper level. Your field is affecting their field and training them toward coherence just by being in the same room. Bentov talked about this, how one person in a coherent state affects everyone around them. You become a tuning fork. Other nervous systems start resonating with yours. This isn't ego. This isn't you being special. This is physics. This is how these systems work.